Good morning, afternoon, and evening, wherever you are, and welcome to another Nerd Nation Highly Illogical podcast where we are going to do a fan film reaction. I am joined by my normal compatriot in arms, which would be Zamario.
Live long and prosper, my friends.
And we are being joined by Mr. and Mrs. Butt Crimes.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey man, where's Mrs. Butt Crimes? Can you tell her to say hello?
Can you say hello real quick?
Hello. All right. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is we're reviewing, it is a Star Trek fan film that came out in November. It is, and this is part one. It is called Pacific 201. I don't know if that stands for season 2, episode 1, or if it's just that's some kind of number. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to jump right into it. So let's get it on.
Okay.
Ooh,
That's an actual legit episode.
Pacific 201. Looks nice.
I know, right?
Yeah, but we've seen videos with with good CGI and terrible everything else.
I recognize that actor.
You do?
Oh, he looks familiar. Maybe I'm mistaking him for someone else.
What's up with the uniform?
What's up with the singing?
It's Star Trek.
Yeah, I know, but why is there in the church and stuff? It feels a bit weird.
Are we sure it's in a church?
It seems a bit choiry.
They are. They look like they're in a chapel. I think they're at a funeral.
Might be. Oh yeah, there's like the little wall of ship people on there.
Oh yeah.
We have suffered loss as a people.
Yep, there we go.
Through this mission. But we must not let this disaster impede
our drive for exploration,
our wonder of
I love how she's wearing a sweater.
We must remember
their uniforms are sweaters.
I wonder what era this is.
Other solar systems,
what period of time?
2299. So right or 2199.
Expanding horizons is part of who we are.
2200.
It's part of us we have forced into
so
silence
it's
and inaction.
Like
all my life.
It's like 70 years before the original series.
With possibility and proactivity as a planet,
that makes sense.
So it's of our growth as
like a decade or two after Enterprise.
But fear will never protect us. Though it may act as a temporary shield, it stunts our development as a people and as individuals. Overcoming that fear today benefits more than just this people, this time, and this place.
Those jumpers look itchy.
They actually look like. Can I pause real quick?
No.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No, we gotta keep going.
Just write it down, and we'll talk about it at the end.
This dude.
And of course he decides to.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm with Starfleet Intelligence. I understand this may be a bad time, but...
I know.
Full blood, all
Commander
copper
Bruno's
Star
been
Trek.
asking to see me.
Sorry.
That's correct, ma'am. And if I may be honest,
You may.
just between us, the commander is beginning to think
opposed to being
that
dishonest.
you may be purposefully avoiding speaking with him.
I already filed my report with the Judge Advocate's office. Commander Bruno can read it. It should answer all of his questions.
There were a few points Starfleet Intelligence wanted to clarify.
Okay, what the fuck's going on?
Does he really think it necessary?
I'm afraid so, ma'am.
This is where you take acting for granted when you see
What shall I
people
tell
who
the
can't act. You really do take it for granted, don't you?
Very well.
Look how wooden she is. She's so fucking wooden. I can fucking use her as a coffee table.
So the
I get that on.
brain silo.
This is real locales, people. Real locales.
Now,
Real
just so
locales,
there's no
huh?
misunderstanding,
Haven't seen an
Starfleet has
alien
declined
yet.
to pursue any charges against the Pacific Bridge.
That's because it's Earth.
and you are under no
Yeah,
obligation
so?
to answer any of my questions.
We don't want any un-American,
Now,
I
because
mean
the logs pertaining
un-Terran
to the
people.
incident are incomplete, we do request a comprehensive and accurate statement of
I don't know
anything you remember.
what his badges
I can do
represent.
that.
Very good. So let's start at the
Doesn't
beginning.
look like they're surrounded by picket
no.
fence.
Let's start on stardate 615.752.
Does look like a picket fence.
The day of the incident.
Yeah, it does.
752,
Unpainted.
we established
I wanna paint
standard
it.
orbit around the class L planet in the Indira anomaly.
Tell me more about the planet.
I love
By
their
all
sweaters.
physical understanding, it shouldn't have been there at all.
I
No
can't believe we're on
natural
Earth.
mechanism would have explained its formation, so
me his
our
face,
science
for
team
fuck's
felt it deserved immediate study.
Understandable, given your mission profile.
Of course, the
Gotta love that
planet's
itchy
unstable
looking
nature was
turtleneck
unknown to us at the
undershirt.
time,
I know, right?
as
This
were
whole
the
thing, she
effects
looks
our
like she
warp
just
drive
got off
would
the
have
plane
on
and
the
she's going through
gravitational forces
declarations.
of the anomaly.
And they're going through her baggage and stuff and wondering why she's got bananas.
Here comes its saving grace, the CGI.
Prepare to dock in the port side bay.
Whoa. Oh, that's a 201 right there.
Very nice. Got a satellite dish on it as well.
It's not a bad ship, actually. I kind of like it.
It looks okay.
It's got a mixture of like
Shuttlecraft
Enterprise
Taiwan,
and
tractor lock
TOS, which I think is what they were going for.
Copy that, Pacific.
Well, also it looks more like a civvy ship or like a fuel ship or something like that than specifically a military vessel.
Is that the Taiwan?
Yep. I know, right?
I guess all the shuttles are named after islands in the Pacific.
No, because those shuttles are made in Taiwan.
You went there, I didn't.
Bridge.
I mean, these are sets. I don't think these are green screen, are they?
Yeah. For a fan film, this is amazing looking.
Yeah, just the acting is. Ooh.
That turbo
Explain.
is on the green screen.
It almost looks like we're moving backwards at extremely low warp. I can compensate if we engage the warp drive.
Do it, and keep me posted.
Yes,
What?
sir.
They're moving backwards, but at warp?
Everything looks alright.
Isn't it? Wouldn't
Planet
that like
is
tear the
getting
ship
more
apart,
unstable, though.
or at least
Connect me to the
mess up
landing
the warp
party.
coil?
I guess. I don't even know what they're talking about.
Commander, we're getting some
This is
signs
not
of
Earth, is
increasing
it?
instability down there.
Yes, sir.
That's
we're feeling
green
the
screen.
tremors.
That is green screen, you're right.
Team back
Oh
here.
yeah,
Captain.
very,
We've made
that
a
acting. Oh my god.
They look like a couple of librarians who are lost.
Yes, we found
Wow, a couple librarians.
language.
I'll give you 10 minutes.
Librarians,
and
they
then
sound like
get
a
your team
fucking
back on that
Star
shuttle.
Trek alien race.
Thank you, sir.
Landing
But
party
I help
out.
the librarians.
And then I was running. That's exactly what I'd be like. Beam me up.
What was that?
The warp effect is accelerating.
Compensate.
Compensating.
Whoa, stop!
What is it?
There was a spike in the gravity shear right when Owsley kicked in the warp drive.
You just noticed this now?
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know what I was looking for. Here, this is what happened when we started using warp. It's exponential. That means
It's the
it's
burn.
already past critical stability.
What?
I can't explain it.
Get that team back here.
Get Michael Burnham over here. We got the burn situation here.
Get us out of here.
Way ahead of you.
I don't know how that worked at the beginning. Led to this, but we're here now.
Why am I having interstellar flashbacks watching this?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm having a Futurama episode while I'm flashback watching it. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Oh my god.
Did anyone see that stick figure hanging on for dear life?
What in the Really? Yell for help?
More than one person for help, please.
Okay, both of you can yell at any point.
Nope.
Again, I love their sweaters and their name badge. Do you see their name, their badges or name tags?
Welcome to Star Trek themed Chili's.
I do not like their sweaters, but I understand why they could have been uniform.
I mean, they don't look like.
They're not horrible. They actually look like legit military uniforms, but it's like barrack style uniforms.
It just doesn't look anything like the actual uniforms from the show.
Full impulse, best escape vector.
They probably found them at like Kohl's on sale, wholesale.
We can't break free on impulse.
Raider?
There has to be a gravity differential or something. Captain,
Yeah, these sets are pretty cool.
They are.
I love the rear. Do you remember the old rear view cameras that they always, or screens that they used to do, and you'd always see the
Yeah.
nacelles and everything? That's something I don't think we've seen in current
Not
Trek.
yet.
Hull polarized, shields up, phasers online.
Helm, point our nose into the debris.
What? No, let's not do that.
Oh, they're doing it.
10 seconds to impact.
Are they doing A Lost in Space, the movie?
You know, I know everyone hated it. I like that movie.
I liked that film until they got stuck on that planet. Then it became shit.
And boom, there goes yep.
But I did like Matt LeBlanc in that movie.
Somebody dropped their food tray. Oh, there goes another food tray.
Matt LeBlanc could have been a good actor.
Didn't that order already?
He was really good in it.
No, like before the debris actually reached you? Why do they always wait?
I know, right? Like last second horse shit too.
Surely
Yeah,
they
this
should
shit's
have
all fucked up.
They should have technology to deal with meteorites.
I wonder if this is Kelvin timeline.
I'm sure they'll buff out.
Only after the shields proved ineffective.
Oh no, she's
Do you think that it
retelling
would
a
have been
story.
better to employ these measures from the beginning?
So she survived this, so whatever happens, she lives.
Of course, plot armor.
Or perhaps if your science consultant shared more of her data with the bridge team.
I have no complaint regarding the performance of Lieutenant Lucy Rada.
But that sentiment wasn't shared by the entire crew.
Alright, I'm gonna say it right now. This looks nice, but I'm not very. It's not very intriguing. I have no idea what the fuck's going on, but I'm hoping it'll make sense eventually. I mean, their acting is so fucking bad. You can understand.
It does look good though.
I mean,
It
the
looks
acting isn't just wooden; it's like fucking oaken,
It'll be hard to tell until we
like made of oak.
It's like Mitch McConnell, you know, wooden acting.
Some of the actors are better than others, but the main actor, which is that lady,
Yes.
I explicitly asked.
You're out of line, crewman.
You knew the gravity differential would interfere with the shields. We could have adjusted the frequency or something.
Nothing like this has ever happened before.
Crewman, I believe you have other duties.
Yes, ma'am.
I'd be like, yeah, well, your acting has other duties too.
Mhm.
Your acting is a duty.
Is there a problem here?
No, sir.
It looks like we weren't prepared for this.
You think?
Our sensors apparently couldn't detect a very dangerous aspect of this anomaly.
A subspace gravity differential, sir. Our shields, sensors, warp drive, nothing's tuned for it.
Very good. Commander.
it's quite bland, isn't it?
Crew members. 9 more are still missing.
Well, the acting is. I mean, they.
200
actually-
guys, 267,000 views, 9,000 thumbs up, only 292 thumbs down. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it's terrible, but I mean that's a lot of exposure.
It's not.
It is.
There's-
I mean, I'd watch this, but then again,
What is it?
We have to be
it's for the
critical.
effects.
Whoever it is.
Yeah, the effects are definitely great. Like if
Oh yeah. It's just I wish the acting they would have hired an acting coach or something.
Oh no, we got Doctor Who in it now. Exterminate the Daleks.
This is Captain Isaac Demir of the Earth Starship Pacific. What business do you have in this sector?
Wait a minute, isn't the Federation around? They're called it the Earth Starship.
For this is unclaimed territory, and our business here is our own, as is yours.
Oh wow.
Just too irregular.
It's a long way from Romulan space.
The old, oh no, you're in the wrong part of town and you're gonna die for it. Angle.
I think he's right.
Well, it would be duplicitous, but they're not necessarily breaking any treaties.
That's green screen.
But how did we miss it? Our sensors can't pick up the only other ship in this sector?
The Romulans have sensor cloaks.
Yeah, which we counteracted years ago.
Could have upgraded.
So you're telling me?
The starships, they look like Navy vessels at this. I mean, even their outfits are Navy.
Well, and that's kind of the look they were going for in Enterprise. They wanted it to be more like a NASA hybrid with the Navy type look.
Yeah.
Honestly, he was expressing valid concerns.
He was way out of line.
Agreed. And perhaps justice could have been a bit more swift for crewman Lawrence. But you really underestimated my crew.
Me?
Starfleet intelligence. The situation was suspicious, and my crew immediately noticed.
Absolutely nobody could have predicted that the Romulans would appear, much less under the pretense of humanitarian aid.
Of course not. But somebody could have predicted that the Romulans would be following us, and somebody could have included that in the mission briefings.
I have an issue with the
Let's
Romulans being in
not
this.
get hung up on who did
I have an issue with this.
Is that what you're trying to find out? Who did what and why?
The Pacific was dead in the water. Sensors were down, and Captain
The
Demir
burn.
recommended we take
It was the burn.
observation of the Romulans with telephotos.
Oh, now we get to see it from the villain's
Meanwhile,
oh,
repair efforts were
wait a minute.
underway across
The
ship,
Lego
but
thing.
with the antimatter reactor
I thought they were
damaged,
looking from the
many
villain's
critical systems
perspective,
were
but
still down. Then,
The
on
villain? I don't even know who the
5
fucking villain is.
1400 hours, Chief Engineer Gabriel officially declared the reactor a lost cause.
Well, then they're not going anywhere.
Look at their badges. It's like the badges you'd have if you're working in a store.
I
Like
said
all-
that like 10 minutes ago, man. Where have you been?
He's not wrong, Zam.
Any word on the Romulans?
Sensors are still down, sir.
But yeah, you're right. They work at Applebee's. This is Starfleet Applebee's.
Did those work for you?
God, they're
Yes, sir.
awful.
We can track them visually from the upper gallery.
Let's get someone on that post 24/7.
Yes, sir. It just makes me uneasy. Them hovering above us like that.
If they wanted to kill us, they would have done it by now.
He has a point.
Romulans don't typically announce before an attack.
Yeah, he does have a point.
Do you believe them, sir?
Let's talk in my ready room.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Okay, try now.
Dead Truman.
Yeah, right.
Alright, everything looks normal. Let's just bring up the sensor logs.
The logs?
Yeah, so we can find out what went wrong.
That's okay.
Rocks hit your ship. That's what went wrong.
Yeah, your ship got butt fucked by space icebergs.
Titanic's going down in the Pacific instead of the Atlantic.
Hey, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just
Me
trying to do
neither.
my job.
I said anything. Just never mind.
Oh, these two definitely want to
What's
boink
going
each
on?
other.
I'm not obligated to answer any questions, crewman.
this
I
does
love
look
this sitcom flavored sexual tension on set.
Yeah, this does look like porn.
Zam would know. Oh, who's this? Oh, is this the third person?
I guess.
Is she delivering the pizza?
The Romulans?
She has her badge on the wrong place. Everybody else has it below their little line. She's got it up above.
What is it?
I would like to raise a formal concern,
Look at that.
sir.
Check in with your Master Chief or the XO. We're in the middle of a crisis
Sorry.
here.
The Master Chief.
I think that's what Mr. Lawrence is getting at.
Nothing's adding
Wait a
up,
minute.
sir.
Is that an actual
I think a lot of the crew have some
Enterprise
questions
uniform?
about the Romulan vessels.
Which one?
The girl.
This business about the
The
classified
girl with the
sensor
blue.
logs.
Classified
Not that
sensor
one.
logs?
Captain, sir.
She's been hiding information about
The one that
Romulans.
keeps kind of off of.
You can't just explain this away.
One at a time. Lucy.
No, wait. Everybody listen. This nonsense stops right now. The Romulan
Yeah, that
vessel
one.
was
Yeah,
manned by
the one that's in the bottom right corner there of that scene.
certain crew members have
But it's like
specific
they all
privileges
are wearing like sweaters and makeshift, and she's wearing an actual Enterprise uniform. It's like she showed up on set. She said, "I'm wearing this. I bought it.
Can't answer all your questions.
You guys can wear
We
your
have
sweaters. I'm
baseless
wearing a
speculation
legit
tearing this
uniform."
crew apart. That will be all.
I'm not wearing. I'm wearing my Applebee's name tag.
Contact the Romulans. Can't do this alone.
Yeah, right here. This lady right here. Look, that is a legit. That's not a.
Well, it's kind
That
of.
looks like an LL Bean flavored sweater or whatever.
She looks like she's about to fucking, fix a car or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what the Enterprise uniforms look like.
Yeah. Oh, to be continued. Thank God for that.
All right, so guys, this is part one. Anything we really need to talk about, or
It's shit.
I have to disagree that it's shit.
looks great.
The
It-
acting is horrible. The
It looks-
acting is friggin' just oaken, basically. It's beyond wooden. The green screen, the effects, I love them. It looks like a legit Star Trek show.
That doesn't look. There's a lot of stuff which looks great with special effects. But if
I
it's
can't
looking
even hear what's going on.
Let me quickly say something. I've seen a few Star Trek films now, and one of the problems I think a lot of these Star Trek films have is that they don't start like traditional Star Trek. I know it's hard to make a bridge, but one of the best things about which will engage me is maybe starting on the Enterprise or a Starfleet vessel of some sort in a bridge in space. That's the best way to start. Not this shit, not on planets like Earth and bollocks and doing some, some
I don't
pre.
even know how we got from point A to point B in this. Like we all of a sudden were on another world at one point, and then everything went to shit. Like, okay, so I also agree with Butt Crimes that it is not shit. I do agree with Zam that the acting is terrible and the plot is just it's all over the place. I don't even know how they got from point A to point B.
That's that shit. It could look the most amazing ever if the fucking plot and the acting is shit. It's shit, no matter how good it looks.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with both of you, but I lean a little bit more towards Zam. I mean, unfortunately, like, I'm not going to say it's utter shit, like he's saying, but Zam's overly critical, so take for that for what it is.
The whole time we're watching this, we were talking over it. You know why? Because it's not engaging. It's bollocks.
No, because we like the sound of our own voices.
No, but there's been times like when we were watching the Star Wars, the one where they were going for the fucking, the going to the Toshi station and shit like that. For a while, a lot of us were quite quiet because we were really happy what we were watching and it was fun. This wasn't fun at all. I gave it a chance, bored the death out. I mean, shit, you don't fucking start Star Trek in a fucking church. What the fuck's wrong with you? You know what I mean?
It was a funeral and it wasn't a church. Yeah. It was a
Memorial
religious neutral gathering place.
Yeah, whatever. It was bollocks. Absolute bollocks. I didn't like it, and we are going to do part 2, and I am going to watch it, but am I looking forward to it? Hell no. But you know what? I'm with Nerd Nation, and we fucking put ourselves through shit, and I'm going to put myself through this shit for you guys.
So I just want to bring up the Romulans. Wasn't it said that in the original series that they hadn't seen the Romulans in since the Romulan War?
Yes, and I knew that. I was going to bring that up like a nerd after I thought that, but they never ever said that they physically saw the Romulans.
No, and they stayed true to that, but they also said in the original series that when Kirk came across them in the one episode, I don't remember what it was called. It's a famous one of the original series, but they had said that they hadn't seen the Romulans had been isolated since the Romulan Federation War, which had happened prior to this movie. So that means that there should be no Romulans. No, I mean, I get it. They're like maybe they encountered them, and yeah, but okay, maybe this one instance, and they don't consider that like them opening up again. Okay, there's an argument there, but really, like they should have gone with either Klingons or Ferengi. Ferengi would have been interesting because they had already encountered the Ferengi
and trying to like jab them for money for being in their space or whatever,
and trying to salvage they're like waiting for their ship to die so they can salvage it and take it, because it's not the first time they've taken a Federation ship for salvage.
I'll take Orions and Dorians.
Orions. Yeah, that's another good one. Orions and well, not Andorians, because Andorians are part of the Federation at this point. All right, you guys have anything else to add before we close this part out?
No.
All right, everyone.
I'm good.
All right.
What about Mrs. Butt Crimes?
I would say Mrs. Butt Crimes. You got anything?
Well, like I said, I could really only go off of visual cues. We did have the subtitles on, and as far as Mr. Butt Crimes' assessment that the acting was wooden, I mean, I could tell that, and I can't even hear it.
Mm-hmm. That lady had no expressions. I mean,
none.
Oh my god! Expressions. The lead actress. None at all.
That freaking that older captain. I'm assuming he was the captain. I mean, it's just like he just looked like he had a stick up his ass the whole time.
All right, are we good, guys?
Yeah, I am.
All right, so everybody, thank you for joining us for this. Going on next week, we will be doing part 2. So if you can please like, comment, and subscribe on this video, share it out to your friends. That would be amazing. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Awesome.
Bye.
See you later.